All right, cool. The camera actually works pretty well in low light. I'm actually not going to turn the other light on just because it's freaking hot up here. So, but we're doing a late night live stream on a Saturday. It's 10:15 Eastern. So, I don't know. I decided to get out of the shop, take a shower, and head up here and do a live stream. Been working on the Corvette all day, and if you guys can see, I did bust my nose open. Basically, I was working on a control arm. It slipped and fell, and didn't fall. It slipped and hit me right in the face. So thankfully, I didn't break my glasses. I didn't break my nose or anything. But I'm gonna have a cut nose for a little while, and so that should be fun. But anyway, we'll just see if we get any people to join tonight. I think the later in the day live streams seem to get a little bit more people. Hey, could be wrong. It is Saturday night. People could be out. Well, not out in North Carolina because can't serve alcohol after 11 o'clock. It was just in Charlotte, but they've made that statewide due to that global issue that's going on. So, yeah, so let's see if we get more people here today and go from there. Oh, where's the microphone? Sorry, guys. Down and not exactly accessible. Well, that looks creepy. Let's do an adjustment. All right. Maybe it's good the other light's on. You can't see my busted face. All right, we got a few people join. Hey, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them out, and we'll answer your questions. It's been I think it's been a week since we've done one of these. Yeah, I think we did one last week. I'm not entirely sure, but I meant to provide you guys an update on that guy with the Z06 and the E-Force. He sent me some messages, but honestly, I've been slammed with work and car projects and stuff. That drift kit installed. No drift kit installed. I have a Corvette with no front suspension on the passenger side. We're in the middle of that subframe swap suspension rebuild, and you guys saw the 01 welding video. I think that was that 2 weeks ago? I don't know, but the drift kit would be cool, but it's not something I would modify the car just because it sticks the tires so far out. I don't want my Corvette to be a one-trick pony, and by that I mean not a street car, drift car, or whatever. But they are cool. I forget what package he has. What's that? Taylor Ray. Donnie Driftvet. All right. So Taylor built it. Cletus worked on it. Of course, they don't tell you where they bought it. Well, anyway, where are we at? Yeah, Donnie the Driftvet. Cool car, but not something I want to do to my stuff. So what's the refreshment for tonight? citrus green tea. It's not a beer. I don't know if this is gonna be any good. Ew. That's gross. So this is an AHA sparkling water. It's probably not showing up. And ugh. That tastes gross. Oof. I'm not drinking that. It's like a seltzer water with some lemon in it and almost tastes like. Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I guess it was blurring it out, but I gotta get the taste of that. If you guys are watching live stream, don't drink sparkling water. It's gross. I don't even know where we got that. Regular water. All right. Well, we'll give this a couple more minutes, see if anyone joins. I know I've only really had one person request to be notified when I was going to go live. And we usually get a lot of people on here. And sometimes, so what time is it? It's 10 o'clock Eastern. It's roughly 11, maybe noon Australian time. So we get some Australians in the chat. It's kind of weird. We definitely won't get anyone from the UK because they're 5 hours ahead. It's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning there. So no one from Europe, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, we'll give this video a couple more minutes. We've been working on the Corvette all day. Like I was out there from 10 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. I showered, ate dinner, and yeah, so we've got more videos coming up for the Corvette, suspension stuff, like we've mentioned. I think we're going to be doing probably 4 videos on suspension stuff for the Corvette. Like we're completely redoing it. We've already shown the parts in past videos when we got the roll cage. So installing some of the ball joints, bushings, brake stuff. Well, not brake stuff, the Z06 stuff, and all that. But yeah, so Corvette stuff's coming. We got a new project for the Corvette. It's a experimental project. What I mean by that is bought something for the Corvette. I'm not sure it's going to work, and we'll go from there. Kevin, you know what it is. I sent you a text message of it. Basically, we bought a part for a Corvette C6, and we'll see if it works. Basically, I'll explain in the video, of what's going on with that. So that'll be coming up soon. We actually going to have another truck video come up. I've ordered some parts for that. It's actually a follow-up from a really, really old project. I didn't realize I had done a video on the first part probably like 5 years ago. So we'll have a truck video coming up soon. SS content. I actually do have some stuff to do on the SS, but it requires the temperature to not be 110 degrees outside. So it's basically painting stuff and cleaning up and painting stuff. So the SS stuff, I might push back. I might finish the Corvette first, do the couple truck videos, and then move to the SS. Just due to the fact that paint, what is it? 2K paint has a very fine operating window. It can't be too hot. It can't be too cold, and it can't be too humid. So, you don't want to be trying to paint 2K base coat, clear coat. It's primer. Oh, yeah, it is actually 2K primer as well. So yeah, you don't want to ruin a real expensive paint job because it's too hot or too humid out. So we're taking care of some of the heat and not really humidity, but some of the heat. So we got shop updates. I just shot a video on that. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. And yeah, what else going on? Truck projects, shop projects. We talked about Corvette projects, SS stuff. Yeah, paint, cleaning that car up a little bit. That's pretty much all I got for the SS. So I think we're going to do the Corvette truck, then SS. That might be the way the videos work out. Because right now it's July, or it's August 1st today. And like I was saying, it not only is it miserable to be outside or in the garage, but you don't have to be outside in a paint suit and a ventilating mask and trying to paint, because it's just going to be freaking miserable. So, plus the humidity down here is just atrocious. So it's real hard to get motivated to go outside and do stuff. And actually, the Corvette project, I mean, I've probably been working on that for, man, probably 3 weeks now, 3 weekends. And when I finished working 10, 12-hour day, I did not want to go outside and just be hot and miserable and just get all nasty. So I've got some stuff in the works for updating the shop and not renovating, upgrading it a little bit. And if we get the shop a little bit cooler, I'll be more motivated to go out there and finish some stuff up. So I see a few people joining and dropping and joining. If you guys have any questions, this is just an open format night, I guess, Q&A, whatever. And we'll go from there. What else going on? I've been working hard on my Instagram, try to get that better. We bought some camera stuff, so hopefully when I get the Corvette out of the shop, I can take pictures of it. And I really want to get into, I've got a pretty decent DSLR camera. I don't use it anywhere near as much as I should. And hopefully we can get some better pictures, because right now a lot of my shots are just cell phone pictures. I edit it on my phone and go from there. So hopefully pick up Instagram a little bit. I'm not looking to grow that like YouTube or anything, but check out the channel, or Instagram's BonecrrusherSS. I always post pictures for the video of the week, Throwback Thursday stuff, and whatever car stuff we're working on. So check that out. Like I was saying, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to type them in and add them. Not a bigger deal. What else going on? Parts delay. I know we've talked about this before. We've been hit by the global issue, and basically I haven't got parts for the seats on the Corvette. Oh, hey, we've got 4 people now. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, type them in and I'll answer them as we go. But like I was saying, parts, man, it's been brutal trying to get anything for any of the cars. Custom paint took 5 weeks to get. It shouldn't have taken 5 weeks to get. And I ordered it online. I didn't go to a local paint supplier. There's not many right in the area I live in. I'd actually have to go into Charlotte to get like base coat, clear coat, and I don't really want to be doing that. So that took like 5 weeks. Seats, I don't have an update on. Missing harnesses for the adapters. I'm missing safety equipment harness stuff. Basically, I've had those seats sitting in the garage since March. It's now August. 4 months, 5 months, and yeah. So thanks global issue for that. What else going on? Hopefully, North Carolina's closed everything. I think South Carolina just closed everything. Oh, yeah. These are the updates I wanted to go over. I forgot about that. So North Carolina basically has shut down all the quarter-mile tracks. I think Fayetteville's not open. Rockingham may be open but from what I've seen people go there, the prep has got awful, so it's not worth driving 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours out there for that. And the other ZMAX will not open this year at all. And yeah, otherwise there's a couple 8th mile tracks I could try to get to this year, but with it being 100 degrees out, an 8th mile, I'm not motivated to go to any of that this year. Plus exposure to other people and all that stuff. So, but I talked about in previous live streams and other videos around the channel about Streetcar Takeover. They just canceled the Charlotte event. They've moved it to Bristol, Tennessee. I'm not going to Bristol, Tennessee for that. That's even a smaller venue, and I've been to Bristol. I've been to the drag strip. I've been to the NASCAR track, and I'm good. I mean, it's not too terribly far away, but you know, I'm not going to risk my health and whatnot for a long drive. So we'll not be going to that because it's not happening in Charlotte. I mean, there's a reason they moved the All-Star race from Charlotte. They moved the Streetcar Takeover from Charlotte, both to Bristol. So that was like the kind of big news was that just happened, I think, Thursday or Friday of this week that, you know, they shut down ZMAX basically. So the other update I have is registration. Kind of a personal update, not really a channel update, but went to go pay the registration and tax on the Corvette, and the governor of North Carolina delayed everything for 5 months. So it was due 7/31. I went to pay it yesterday, and it wouldn't let me. I'm like, wouldn't the state of North Carolina want my money? But the system like auto rejected, saying it's not due, and you can't renew it 3 months before it's due. So now my registration is due in November, which doesn't make sense. You still have to get inspected, but they won't take your money or give you the tag until 5 months from now. So, but hey, we've had a number of people jump on. If you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and ask. I've kind of just been going over car updates, event updates, shop updates. What else? I really wish I'd gotten you guys the that E-Force results of that guy. Well, I've already got it inspected, Kevin. I might as well pay the tax. Well, I don't live in the city of Charlotte, so the tax on the Corvette is less than $100. Is it? Or maybe it's actually, where is that? Oh, it's right here. So the tax for the Corvette is $104. I'll pay that. It's not like a new car where they're $500 every year. So, and what I'm talking about is property tax. I know it really messes with the light. Some states up north, you don't pay property tax on cars, but here in the South, you pay property tax on your car every year. Doesn't make sense why you pay property tax, but you know that's just the cost of living being cheaper down here. So, what else? I don't know. Kind of a slow night. I'm exhausted. We've, like I said, it was 100+ degrees outside all day, and I had some mods that we've done to the shop. You'll see that in a couple weeks. It helps with the heat, but not all that well. I mean, it just kept airflow moving. Hopefully, we'll actually we should have a package coming. I'll tell you guys. We should have a package here on Tuesday. Oh, it's in Spartanburg. So the item I'm talking about now are more shop updates, and I'll have a couple of videos on that, and it has to do with airflow. It's actually one of those when I'm pointing to above my head. So we'll get that done. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't really have much else to go over. It's there's 5 of you guys tonight. Do you guys have any comments, concerns, questions? I don't like just talking and hearing my own voice, but feel free to ask away. What else can we do? Man, I've been away from my computer and phone for so long today. I have like 40 emails to go through, and so what happens when you're busy. And Xbox or PlayStation? Brett, I have a PlayStation 3. PS3 is the last system I bought. And what was that, 10, 12 years ago? When did I buy that? Yeah, so I'm PlayStation old school. Hey, I haven't created any memes. The last thing I photoshopped was that cobalt. Was it a cobalt? On my lip. That's the last thing I've been. It took 5 minutes to do. So, yeah, I don't game. I don't have time for that. Yeah. All right. What else? Oh, Brett. Hopefully, I get the Corvette done for the next event. I'll be honest. I don't know the date of it. For the Corvette group, I've been not paying attention to it, but hopefully we can get that car back together and go from there next Sunday. That might be tight. I'm working on a guy with getting some custom suspension pieces made. Well, he's basically just going to be measuring the car. And Sunday the 9th. We'll see. We'll, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what that event is. I'm terrible. Calendar. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for Wags and Wheels. No, that's not it. Hey, Brett, have they canceled the Queen City Corvette at Rick Hendrick, or not Rick Hendrick, at Hendrick Motorsports? I have it on my calendar, but I'm not sure if they're doing that. October 9th. Not yet? Okay. Well, hell, if like everything else around here, they probably will cancel it. They just canceled Detroit Speed is a suspension company. They always have a fun open house, and it's always a really good time. They canceled their event. It's actually in October. I think it's the same. It was October 23rd. So that's like almost November, and Detroit Speed just canceled their event. So that sucks. Pre-registered. Oh, yeah, you got your coin. Forgot about that. That coin might be worth something if the event doesn't happen. Invites. No. Wish if you guys went to groups. Facebook is groups. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the details to an event. Corvettes of the Carolinas. Someone's texting me. Events. Oh, Corvette Expos this weekend? No, next weekend. Yeah, I'm not going to that. Northside Lunch Meet. Okay. I'm going to put maybe. All right. So that's August 9th at 12. All right. Yeah, Brett, I'll consider that. Okay, cool. What what event's down in Greenville? Is it at the BMW plant or whatever? Yeah, I've been bad about responding things. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, we're just kind of shooting the breeze. Lighthouse Restaurant. I have no idea where that is. Seneca, South Carolina. Okay. Yeah, send me a link to that. That'd be interesting. All right. Thanks, Brett. Where is that? All right. Wow. Cabana at the Lighthouse. Well, that's kind of creepy. All right. Lighthouse Restaurant and Event Center. Directions. Man, Google's gotten 2 hours. So that's not 2.5 hours. It's not terrible. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'm game. The Hendrix show, I like to just show up and not participate. No, I'm thinking of the Christmas show. So if you guys know about the Christmas, you can do it in 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, if you guys know about the Hendrick charity Christmas show, I'm not sure the Corvette Club has been to it. I've been going to that on and off for like the last part of a decade, last 5 years. They've canceled it, unfortunately. They were raising money for, I believe, the Shriners Hospital. Is that right? Shriners? Yeah, I believe they benefit the Shriners organization, and they canceled that event due to, I know the guy that runs it, and basically they canceled that event due to the fact that Hendrick Motorsports can't guarantee the spot, and there's not their refund policy is bad, so they just canceled it, which sucks because that raises donation money for children's hospitals and whatnot. So, but yeah, so that event's not happening. Detroit Speed's not happening. Streetcar Takeover is not happening. It's just a lot not happening this year. Kind of a good description for the year. I just hope that we make it through it. Excuse me, guys. And hopefully everything can get back to normal. It'd be kind of, how do I say that? It'll be interesting if that thing goes away after November 6th. So, but anyway. Yeah, Brett, let me know about that restaurant. I'm kind of interested in that. Northside Lunch Meat. I'll let you know about that too. Okay, what else going on? Yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, not concerns, well, maybe you are concerned about something. Feel free to type it in. Other than that, we've had a very good, productive day out in the shop. It's way too hot to be doing live streaming in there. I mean, it's not air conditioned. I wish it was, but the thing about adding central air to a shop is how effective would that be? I mean, my shop is 1,100 square feet, give or take, something like that. And I don't know how effective a mini split would be out there. Sure, it'd help the humidity, but it wouldn't be like in here where it's like 70. Well, I said it's 74, but it's probably like 76 still. I just don't know how effective it would be. We have insulation in the doors. We have insulation in the ceiling. We have insulation on the walls. But I'm just not. It's just not an expense right now. And I mean, mini splits aren't super expensive. It's the pump you have to buy. It's the HVAC people you got to call. I'm not afraid of mounting and running it, but it might not be something that I use a lot. Dual heads, yeah, $3,500. That's what I paid. That's what I paid for my E-Force. Well, I didn't really pay for my E-Force, but that was about the value of parts that I sold to offset the cost of that E-Force. But let's see. Do we go into that? No, it's not really channel related. Other than that, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I was trying to get comfortable. I was under the car. I was taking stuff apart today, and just real super uncomfortable. Projects on YouTube. I would say if you guys need content to watch, if you guys are bored because of global issues, check out Junkyard Dave. He's got a all-wheel drive twin turbo Hemi Charger wagon that he's built. I'm not really a Mopar guy, but it's cool him taking a late model Mopar and taking a slightly older model Magnum wagon, kind of grafting them together and making it look like a modern, the latest body style Charger that's a station wagon. It's gonna be pretty cool. And another guy that I stumbled upon his channel. I don't know how I did, but if you guys are interested in I think it's an SN95. Is that the late model Mustang? The current Mustang? SN. I don't know. The 2015 and newer Mustang, I think is when they redid them. He swapped a Cummins 12 valve in it. It's an interesting parts project, and the guy's kind of a redneck, but I'm fine with that. He's from Kansas, and it's just real interesting him taking a 12 valve Cummins and swapping it in. I think it had a turbo 4-cylinder. Is that right? Yeah, and it fit. Shockingly, with the automatic. Yeah, I think they had an automatic transmission in it, and the Cummins, they didn't have to trim much of the car out. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be much of a street car, but just interesting seeing people put things that don't belong in certain chassis, and they just got it driving. I think I just saw their video from Friday, and it's on the street, and they drove it like 10 feet, but no, they drove it around town. So if you guys are bored and want to see off-the-wall kind of projects, Wesley Chaplin is the guy with the Chaplin. Let me look that up for you. Sorry, guys. Just Google Cummins Mustang, and you should find it. That'll be on YouTube. And Junkyard Dave from the Mopar guy. Another interesting project that I'm kind of excited to see. The guy posted a video today. Adam LZ. I like his videos, but I don't watch all of them. They're doing a bear swap. That's the Australian inline 6. If you're not familiar with it, the bear is an Australian turbo or NA inline 6-cylinder. And he's putting that into a GT350 that his girlfriend caught on fire. So instead of them putting the car had previous issues, but basically it caught fire. It burnt the engine bay. Not horribly, but it burnt the wire harness and stuff up. So they're doing a a turbo inline 6 bear swap into the SN95, another Mustang, and so that's kind of cool. I haven't seen the video. I think they just posted it today, like a couple hours ago, that they fired it up for the first time. So there's some interesting YouTube projects that I've seen recently. What other things are out there? That's about it. I haven't seen, unfortunately, with the climate that we're in, with everything being shut down, especially here in the South. It's just not a lot of stuff going on. I see people doing events still, but I don't know, man. When I'm saying events, I'm saying like national events. Like they're renting a track out, they're inviting people. I just, it's almost a risky business to be in for right now, just because you see people probably shelling out $10,000 for a track rental, and then the government might come in and shut down their whatever state they're in, might shut down the facility. So hope they get their money back. But, so saw some people posting some stuff about that. We could talk about C8 Corvettes and people blowing them up, but that's because people are twin turboing cars that can't be tuned, and I guess they're using meth or some kind of fuel additive to try to prevent them from blowing up. And if you make more than here's the ridiculous thing about these twin turbo kits. I've probably seen at least 5 shops twin turboing these cars. We're not going to mention Hennessy in Texas. I've seen like 5 of these shops, East Coast, West Coast, Texas, and a separate Texas company. And one turbo kit's literally making 3 pounds. Yeah, they're making like 600 some horsepower, but I'm guessing they're just spraying meth or some kind of fuel additive in it, because you can't tune the injectors. You can't tune, you can't go standalone. You can't. I mean, you could. I guess you could rip out the stock ECU, but there's no Motec. There's nothing like plug and play on it. They haven't hacked the stock ECM yet, so I don't know. It's kind of like when the 2019 01s came out, the C7 01. Hennessy was selling 1,000 horsepower kits for him a year before they unlocked the computer, and for you to unlock the computer, I think it's $2,000, and that's just for the tune. That's just cost of the credits. I think you have to physically send in your PCM. You have to physically send in your TCM, the transmission control module, like to get them unlocked at HP tuners. And I think each one of those are a few $100s. And then you have to buy credits for so the C8, with these guys running these twin turbo kits or turbo kits, whatever, they're just going to keep blowing up. I saw a certain lady on the West Coast. I don't watch her videos. She blew up her car. I saw it on Google News, actually. It probably showed up in my Google feed just because of Corvette stuff. And yeah, she blew up her Corvette. Yeah, I mean, I guess what do you expect for trying to twin turbo car making no power with a PCM that you can't lock or unlock? And I'm sorry, why are you going to spend, man, if a turbo kit cost, say $5,000 to $6,000 on a normal car, and you go let's consider the C8 an exotic, just because the layout's not standard to normal cars. A twin turbo kit for a C8 is probably going to be minimum $10,000. I don't know why you're going to go through the labor of getting that put in. You can't tune it. You make 3 PSI, whatever. You make anything more than that, the transmission starts slipping. Yeah, so the dual clutch, which is a cool option, but you see they're already slipping with like no power thrown at them. So I don't know. I hope GM fixes the dual clutch before the Z06 comes out, or 01. I don't even know what model. I think they're doing sorry guys, I think they're doing a Z06 that's a dual overhead cam motor. And I think the C8 Zora or C8 ZR1, whatever they're going to call it, because I think they trademarked the name Zorro. Hey guys, I've just noticed a bunch of people joined. If you guys have any comments, questions, whatever, go ahead. Feel free to type them in, and we can go from there. And and I'll answer them. I'm just talking about car news and stuff, and we were talking about C8s and how they're blowing up left and right, and how people are spending $10,000-$15,000 for a twin turbo kit that doesn't work basically. I hope they improve the chassis. I hope they improve the trans, and I hope they improve the tuning on whatever turbo C8 that's going to be coming up. And I do know, well, okay, we have seen the leaked, and that was probably 2 years ago. We've seen the leaked engineering diagrams of the twin turbo kit. So there is a turbo kit that will plug into like kind of the stock airbox that's in the trunk. Yeah, the rear hatch trunk thing. And I think those 3D CAD drawings got leaked before the C8 even came out. Yeah, I think they did. I think they may have unveiled the C8, but they hadn't, they weren't to the public production yet. But yeah, so let's just Google twin turbo C8 Corvette kit. Oh, there's the lady that blew hers up, Hennessy. So Hennessy has one. Extreme Turbo Systems. I think they are in the West Coast and helped. Extreme Turbo. I think they helped be used for build on his Lamborghini. I think TJ Hunt was building one. I don't watch his channel. There was some other. I think there's at least 5 or 6 people trying to sell kits. So just trying to get a price. Hey, D agent. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm not spending $100,000 for a car, $120,000 for a car that's going to blow up, plus the cost of the turbo kit. All right, so I'm looking at a company based out of Texas. It's not Hennessy. I'd never. Corvette. I just want to see if there's a price. Call for details. Never mind. But yeah, I mean, these turbo kits can't be cheap. And I see people throwing inner chillers at them, which I don't know. Inner chillers with superchargers. It's a mixed bag. I've seen people say they work. They drop the intercooled charge for like an LSA down like below like not freezing, but like you see like frosted superchargers and stuff, and kind of like, okay, you see people work, then you see people buy the kits and try to install them and they don't work, and I don't know. And then I see people like basically saying you have to take your car to their shop to get their inner chill to work. I think that's a crappy product design if the average mechanic can't get it to work. So I don't know. See, it's not my thing. I'm a Corvette guy, but not that thing. Cletus just got one. I'm surprised he fits. I mean, well, I guess the engine's behind him, so there's more headroom and stuff. But yeah, D agent, I would agree with you on that. Or I probably already responded. Yeah, people are trying to. I've seen people start YouTube channels, spend, Actually, I saw a guy here in Charlotte do it. I saw him spend $200,000 on 2 cars. He bought a 01 and a Tesla. What the hell is it? Tesla 180D, to model. I don't know, Model S, D, whatever. I think it was the 4-wheel drive twin motor Tesla Model S P180D. I think, does that sound right? Yeah, I saw him spend like $230,000 on these 2 cars. He literally ripped the dude Street Speed 717. Literally call this channel Speed Street 704. I was like, what the hell? Like, I mean, I guess you could find his channel with, by mistyping Street Speed, but Speed Street 704, like, really? That's not cool. So I don't know. I never followed up with that guy. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll be on here for a couple more minutes. It's 11 o'clock and I'm exhausted. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm tired. Oh, there's Adam LZ's Barra video. Hadn't opened it yet. I might get out here and watch that. So why does it blink? Sorry, I'm looking at the. So if you like go to a different screen when you've got YouTube Live going, it glows, like it looks like someone like commented, but there's no update. I don't know what the hell that's about, but anyway, what else going on? We've talked about the Corvette, talked about the SF, talked about the truck. People love the truck videos. I'll try to make some more videos. I really want to do some stuff with the truck, but man, the climate we're in right now. What was I saying? The truck videos are fun and stuff, but like just the climate we're in right now with jobs and the future is very hard to tell with anything. So trying to focus on one project and spending a ton of money, it's just real hard. You know, with the Corvette stuff, yeah, it's when I buy parts for that car, it's not super expensive, but you know, it's not cheap. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is like I'll never go out and do a full truck build. There's no point. My truck is 245,000 miles on it. It needs body work. It needs paint. Yeah, and it's just not something I just do truck repair videos because stuff breaks, I fix it. Excuse me, guys. So people have been asking about the truck, and I'm just like, eh. So I want to look up that guy, Speed Street 704. Wow, the guy's got 1,000 subscribers. Interesting. Ugh. Well, apparently still uploading videos. Oh, now he has an Audi. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going there. Anyway, yeah, I've seen people comment on some of the truck videos, like, do a build, put turbo on it and stuff like that. With a truck that's, God, 15 years old now, it's got 240,000+ miles on it, and like I said, it needs paint and body work. If I do anything to that truck, it'll be repairs only, or maybe tune it. But the problem with tuning a diesel right now is just you can't find there's no local people that do it much anymore, and like EFI Live. Okay, I haven't paid attention to the diesel world in a minute, but I think EFI Live is being like all the people that did do the tunes have been fined and shut down and whatnot. I think DuramaxTuner.com might be a guy. Like if I was to do anything to the truck, I would probably swap the 5-speed out for a 6-speed. Because my Allison, the 2005 LLY, it's a weird transmission. It has a 6th gear in it, but the valve body and the programming is not there. It's like they did it as like a mid-year refresh just to cause people to have to go buy a new truck because, ooh, the new 6th gear. I believe Duramax Tuner sells a kit for like $1,500. And I think that comes with the valve body, the tuner, or, the tuned trans control module, the tuned TCM. And so I think you'd upgrade your shift points. I would have to reach out to them. I haven't paid attention to that, but saw Diablo Formula Racing. Yeah, I used to watch all those guys. Still watch some of them. He actually has done a bunch of work on his Duramax, and his Duramax has like 500,000 miles on it. So, but anyway, so I saw the 6-speed, and I'm just like, if work changes and jobs stuff changes, and I need to start driving again, that might be something I do just to get some better gas mileage, because that thing gets like, I think on the highway it gets like 19, maybe 20, but around town it gets like 10. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that, but it could use a tune. It's got intake. It's got exhaust on it. Hey, D agent. I keep on saying DA agent, but D agent. Magnuson. D agent, you'll have no issue driving a positive displacement supercharger. I have 2 of them. I have an LSA on the SS, and I have a 2300 on the Corvette, an E-Force 2300 on the Corvette. Unless you're gunning it, and when I'm saying gunning it, you're like pedal to the metal. You won't feel the blower at all. If you're part throttle, the valve is either partially open or it's closed. If you're full throttle, the valve that you're talking about, it's not really a blow-off valve. It's more of a dump. Basically, it's evacuating boost out of the supercharger chamber and letting air go throttle body valve straight into the motor, if that makes sense. Like it's not a on boost situation. That valve is it's 100% closed when you're making any boost. It only opens up A, when you're idling, B, turn the car off, or C, you're at 60 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour on the highway, and you don't need to be making any boost. And your RPM, if your car's a manual or an auto, I mean, my SS is a 6L80 auto, and there's no abrupt. It's not like a turbo. There's no turbo lag. There's no. I've never driven a centrifugal blower car, so like a Paxton. Well, that's a real bad example. Paxton, Vortec, ProCharger, A&A. Well, A&A uses Paxton, but anyway, I've not driven one of those cars, so I don't know how partial throttle response is. But with a positive displacement car, I mean, you can't tell it's there, and you can only really hear it if you're if you're really low restrictive intake on it, like you're not using a factory style filter, or B, if you're gunning the hell out of it, with the latest generation, pretty much everything past the M90 supercharger has been muffled on the supercharger one. Yes, you can still hear it, but M90, the M122, I think that was on the early Cobras. I think the Terminator Cobra. I think it was M122, and then the TVS 2300 stuff. You know, they're almost silent. Like I said, also depends on pulley size, intake. There's always contributing factors, but you'll have no issue drivability with a Magnuson. People are talking out their ass. That's bullshit. There is no abrupt. There's no throttle. There's no throttles slamming shut. It drives like a normal car. I've driven my Corvette NESS on the Power Tour, driven multiple 1,000-mile trips. It's not like on and off. You know what I mean? It drives normal. Now let me clarify. All my cars are tuned aftermarket. I don't use any of the factory crap that Edelbrock or Magnuson provides. So maybe, but it still should. All superchargers basically work the same. You know, that valve shuts when you're not gunning it. So, but you should have no drivability issues with the Magnuson. How, this is going to sound stupid, but how crazy do you want to get? Are you going to be like stock Magnuson, stock pulley? The reason I say that is because I know a few guys that have gone try to turn their Magnuson to 11, and what I mean by that, smaller pulley, nitrous, meth, and they basically have taken the blower off, if that makes sense. And if you're looking just for a supercharger kit, leave it alone. It's a great kit, but there are some drawbacks. I mean, there's drawbacks to every supercharger, to be honest. E-Force gets hot, doesn't make a ton of power. Magnuson has throttle body size issues. You know, it just depends on what you want. If you want something that's stock-ish, you know, stock with like stock plus, if that makes sense, like it's modified with a blower and you're not going to go too crazy with it, the Magnuson 2300 is fine. Now if you're going 2650, that's different. So, but if you're using the kit that I think you're going to use, you know, it'll be different. Oh, there's slice in here. Sorry, guys. Hey, D agent, let me send you a link. It's 173 pages long, but the guy has a lot of good information. So, all right, so there's a guy on Corvette Forum. His name is CIGS. You should be able to click that, I think. Maybe. Anyway, CIGS fully documented his build from like day one to current, and he's a big drag racer. So he's gone through blower setups, blower hats, engine mounts, headers, blown motor, built motor, cams. CIGS, eventually in that thread that I just sent you, sorry, I'm trying to hiccup, and CIGS in that link I just sent you has pretty much done everything that you can to a Magnuson. I think it's Magnuson 2300 kit for C6, and I think that's a real good resource. And he responds to PMs, private messages, eventually. So if you have any questions from either A, comment on that thread that I just sent you, or B, send him a private message. I don't know his name on Facebook, but through Corvette Forum. I believe that would be a real good source to go through, and probably can give you a cam recommendation. I don't have a cam recommendation. I have an LS9 cam in my car. It works fine, but for the cost and the cost and time that it took me to put that in, I should have put something else in, because I'm probably leaving 30 wheel horsepower on the table by having an LS9 cam. instead of something like, I don't know, Rick Crawford Racing. Pretty much any shop you go to will have their own cam spec. You know, BTR, whoever, comp cams. They'll you know, they'll help you out. Wow, we've been on here for an hour. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's very helpful. He's even helped me with my project, and I don't have a magazine. I've got a an E-Force, like we've said. And because basically I was trying to use some of his ideas with a bigger blower head. And what I'm talking about that is he's running the Camaro lid on his Magnuson. I'm running the Camaro lid on my E-Force. And, you know, with just the lid, I did a little bit of blower porting on the snout, a bigger intake, like a 4.5-inch intake pipe. I you know, I picked up another 55 wheel horsepower on my car. So actually, that's probably a low number too, because I'm at 700 plus now with the Corvette. But you know, I didn't. There's not much mods behind it. Oh, and fuel. So he's a really good resource. The one the drawback of the 2300 kit is they had they were going to do a big bore throttle body, if that makes sense, and they basically never came out with it. CIGS kind of did he basically took a stock, you know, the piece that connects the throttle body, welded on a 102 millimeter kit, and then kind of welded and ground out with a Dremel or whatever porting tool to custom make his own throttle body adapter. So I tried the 102. I'll be honest, I tried the Chinese cheap 102. I think I spent $110 on it, whatever. It didn't work. I tried it 3 different times, 2 different cars on the SS and the Corvette, and it was wired wrong. And then eventually, the motor is just a piece of crap. So, yeah, don't buy the cheap throttle bodies. I know I've seen people like, oh, it works, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but what are the odds of you buying one that actually works? And then you have to get it tuned. And if you're building your car, by the time you buy it and get it tuned, your warranty's freaking gone. And so I basically have $100, $130 piece of aluminum that I can't do anything with. So it's just sitting on my toolbox. So I wouldn't recommend buying one of them. And then the other trade-off for a big throttle body, I was just looking at 112 millimeter. Is it Kong or K-Tech, whoever? I think Nick Williams makes them, but they engrave Kong or K-Tech, whoever on it. It's $1,000. Like, why the hell is the throttle body $1,100? That makes no damn sense. And now they've gotten rid of the LS3 style, and they have all gone to the Cadillac CTS style. So, I mean, I'm at 700 wheel. I'm fine now, but I wouldn't go much over that. 600s, you'll be fine. You know, you don't have an LS7, so you don't have the valve issue. I would just say upgrade. If you're doing cam, obviously do springs, valves, and the Achilles heel to the LS3 is the rocker arm. I don't know if you've probably seen this. The rocker arms blow apart. So I don't recommend the BTR. I don't recommend who's the other one? Anyway, like several of the companies have gone through like 3 versions, and they all suck. Like they still break after 10,000 miles, like 10, 20,000 miles. Is it It's either CHE or CHP. Let me Google it real quick. I don't know which. Sorry, guys. Man, long day. Come on, internet. Man, the internet runs so slow when you're live streaming. And I'm plugged right in the router. I believe it's CHE Precision. So CHE. Yeah, that's it. Go with CHE rocker arms. They seem to be the ones that are lasting a long time. And the thing about a cam, just for you to be aware of, is valve springs have to be replaced like every 30,000 miles. I'll be honest, I don't drink much anymore. I just unless I'm out with friends. When I'm saying out with friends, when I'm visiting with friends or family, that's kind of when I have beer. But otherwise, I'm just And I was outside sweating all day. It's like one beer, I'd be done. Not one, maybe 3. But yeah, if I'm out with friends, that's when I don't stop. I drink until we're tore up. so I don't. That's why I don't drink much. Just at home. Yeah, training upgrade. Do that. CHE is the one I'd go with. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had much issues with many parts, but I've actually been looking into a lot of 10 rib. Okay, cool. Yeah, people watch, some people don't. I kind of try to appeal to everyone, and I don't know. We've got like almost 4,000 subscribers. I kind of wish I did the statistics of some people are like, oh, we've only got, only like 10% of your subscribers watch. Yeah, mine's like that, but it is what it is. So I appreciate you watching the videos and helping out. And we've been all over tonight. We talked about turbo kits, C8s, C7, or no, well, C6s. Yeah, custom cam, valve springs, rocker upgrade. Oh, lifters. I would not recommend. Don't go with the GM lifters. I think you'll have better luck with. I'm screwing up names on lifters. Either Johnson or Moral or something like that. I haven't built a motor in God, like 6. Not built. I haven't modified the internal sides of a motor in like 6+ years. So I haven't seen, but I've seen people have issues with GM lifters, even the LS7 lifters. So they always recommend, I think it's Johnson, but I think there's a back order on some of those. So I try to order all your stuff ahead of time and do it all at once. So I do cam, lifters, springs, and the rocker upgrade, and you should have a bulletproof setup for a while. All right. Johnson's. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a model number for you. I just know I pick up pieces of information here and there. I kind of keep it in my brain for when I build a motor, which I want to do, but so expensive. Just looking at short blocks, and I don't know. I've had friends that they've taken their stock. Say it's an L76 or LS3. They've taken to a shop. They put forged piston and rods in it, and they didn't. I don't think it was a stroker kit. I think it was just a stock sized LS2 or L76 or LS3. I don't know which short block he's running. 2 friends did that, forged bottom ends, and both are bad. Both are knocking or blowing air, blowing oil past the main piston rings, and I'm like, geez. So if I went with a motor, it would most likely be a short block that's stroked and forged. But I don't know. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment. We've had 5, 6 plus people in here. Got another like, so that's cool. I hope we provide you guys with enough information for modifying your cars and trying to help you out. I know some people film everything and then they do time lapses. I don't mind doing time lapses. It's just the problem that I have is if I'm under the car, like I've been doing suspension stuff recently, and if I'm doing under the car, you literally won't see anything. Even if I had it all lit up, like I'm in the car in the Corvette for a prime example, there's no point of doing a time lapse of taking out a brake pad or something. You won't see it. So that's kind of why you guys might see my videos just be like, I work on this and then I talk about it. I work on this, talk about it. So all right. Yeah, it's 11:30. So all right, guys. We'll try to do this again next week. I'm gonna wrap this one up just because, like I said, I've been outside all day. It was 105 something in the shop today, and I just yes, we've already showered. So cam specs is stock LS9. So I don't, just Google LS9 cam specs. I don't know what the stock GM thing. And the reason I went with the LS9 at the time when I did that, like, was that 7 years ago? Man, that was a long time ago. Basically was the fact I could buy a $100 cam, throw it in the car, and not touch anything. Stock push rods, stock lift, well, LS7 lifters, stock push rods, stock valve springs. It's a real good, affordable price, but, and I did dyno that car, ported heads, LS9 cam, headers, made 450 to the tire, 450 to the wheel on a dyno jet with an LS2 and tuning. So it picked up some power. The problem with LS9 NA is that it moves your power band up like 3,000 RPM. Or no, I've forgotten. It basically made sixth gear worthless without boost. So you can drive around NA. I mean, I did for like a year and a half, but it was 2 years. But that's all right, man. We're here for you guys. We'll try to do this again next week, like we were saying. I don't know if it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll probably be Friday or Saturday. Just kind of way the weekends work. Actually, what's next weekend? I'm checking if I've got plans. The 8th, 7th, or 8th. We should be good. Do I have to work? If I have to work Friday, it'll be a Saturday video. Anyway, I'll try to get you updates on that guy's Z06 because some people are interested in seeing what the community has, and that was just a guy who was helping on the side through Instagram. He's sending me messages and requesting info about the 2.75-inch pulley on the Z06. I'll try to see if he got results, and we'll share it with you guys. All right, guys. Check out the website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Check out Instagram. Like I said earlier in this live stream, we're going to try to work on that, try to get a little better pictures, and all that stuff. And obviously check out the videos, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Have a good one.